Well, if you're looking for something a little extra on Sports Lagniappe today, you're certainly going to get it. With nicknames like the Big Shaqtus and the Big Aristotle, Shaquille O'Neal is one of the most famous and colorful players in both NBA and LSU basketball history. Our Derek Panamsky had a chance to catch up with Shaquille O'Neal at his charity golf tournament recently at Carter Plantation.
You're not just kind of a recognizable person, you're one of the most recognizable people on planet Earth. It's ridiculous to think back, when you were a freshman at LSU. Now you're an international commodity. You've basically known everywhere you go. What's it like being you, walking around, just kind of being Shaquille O'Neal?
I mean, I'm a very humble guy, nice guy. I like to make people smile. I like to make people remember me. As a youngster, I realized I had a different name. Kind of hated my name. But then my father explained to me, he said, I know what I'm doing. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Ricky Blanton, Tommy Hudson. He said, your name one day, if you follow the plan, if you do things right, people will love and remember this name. And that was his message, just make people remember your name. And whether it's by sports, whether it's by going to the hospital, visiting a sick kid, making them smile, whether it's by helping an old lady across the street, whether it's by being in law enforcement, whether it's by graduating college, getting 3 degrees, just make them remember your name. And that's always been my motto.
Well, there's another part to your name now. You're now Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal after getting inducted into the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. What was it like for you to be inducted into the, because you're not a native Louisianian, but someone very identifiable here.
Yeah, that was an honor, because before I came, there's been a lot of great athletes. I used to like watching Ricky Blanton play. Guy played with a lot of energy and a lot of heart, and he wasn't scared of anyone. Chris Jackson, I seen all Pistol Pete's tapes. So for me to be in, class with those guys, it's an honor. I developed my little character here. This is where I developed Shaq. In high school, I was a shy kid. I had dreams and aspirations, and even after the first year, I was doing pretty good. Still wasn't confident enough to think I could make it at the next level. Then I met Dick Vitale, and I heard Dick Vitale say on TV that Shaquille O'Neal will be the first pick if he decides to come out. After I heard him say that, that's when I started believing it. So that's when I really start honing in on the Shaq character.
What's it like for you to be a part of the Louisiana culture?
It's fun. This is where I made my name at, and come here every year for the first football game, and see a lot of old friends, a lot of old classmates, a lot of old businessmen. It's just fun. We do the charity golf thing here in Springfield, Louisiana. I think this is the 10th year straight. Raise a lot of money for certain causes. I visit the children at the hospital. I go to the tailgate parties. I hit the old clubs. I go to TJ's. I go to Geno's. I go to Lafayette. So I love Louisiana.
Family's something that's very important to you. It's something that it doesn't seem forced when you go out and visit with people. When you get a chance to go in to visit with some of these children in a hospital, what's that like for you?
It's an honor for a child to say, I want to meet Shaq. It's an honor. Kid from small part of Louisiana says I want to meet Shaq. So if I'm in town, I just want to try to give them joy. Because I do a lot for Make-A-Wish Foundation, and unfortunately, over 90% of those children don't make it after like 3 to 4 weeks after I meet them. So I just try to put a smile on their face and just try to give them some hope.
When you look at those kids, you get something out of that too, don't you?
Yeah, I see myself inside of them. Every kid has dreams. When I was a youngster watching Dr. J play, I was like, I want to be like that. I want to be like Magic. I want to be like Kareem. So I know every child that sees a Kobe or a LeBron or a D-Wade or myself, they say they want to be like us. So when they get to meet us, I know it's probably a super joy for them.
Well, when you go into the PMAC and you see your jersey up on the rafters, that's kind of another one of those immortality deals, right?
It is. It's a great place to play. And going to the PMAC, I was forced to play good every night. because I would look over across from the bench. It was these group of guys. I wish I knew their name. I wish I still knew how to keep in contact. If you guys see this, contact these guys, give me information. They call themselves the Shaq Pack. And those guys believed in me more than I believed myself. It was like 20 of them. And they all had Shaq things. They would just sit there and they would cheer me on. I make a terrible move, they like, come on. So I had to play good for them because they really believed in me. And then by trying to impress them, the other 18,000 would just join in.
How important is the fans to you as an athlete?
Very important. You know, in this rough economy that we live in now, tickets cost a lot of money. So, you know, if a dad who's barely trying to make ends meet wants to take his son or daughter to a game, it's my job to give him a good show. I want them to be like, oh my God, that was the best game ever, we're coming back. You got to give them a good show. And people paying their hard-earned money to come see me play, I'm putting on the show. Whether that's dunking, looking mean, jumping in the crowd, talking to the fans, throwing popcorn around, just give them a show, because tickets are a lot.
What's your favorite memory of Tiger Stadium?
My favorite moment of Tiger Stadium would be any Todd Kinchin highlight running the back. Me and Todd were good friends, and you look at him, he was a scrawny, skinny kid, but he was very tough, and he would run it back. Every now and then, you know, be one of those games where, and then he'd just take it back from 90, 80 yards. And I'm giving you a prediction now. Odell Beckham Jr. for Heisman. You heard it here first, Dr. O'Neill.
Dr. O'Neill with his Heisman prediction. Thanks for your time, bud.